Hi everyone, my name is Sarita. I'm a DMDL student. Today I will talk about my thesis project, Island, which is a narrative game about mindfulness and self-care. So before I dive in, I want to ask everyone sitting as an audience, during your college life, have you ever experienced anything like these? If you nodded to one of them, don't worry, it's actually quite common for a college student to experience feelings like that during their life. According to statistics, there's a high ratio of college students feeling experience like overwhelmed, exhaustion, depressed, or anxiety. And college has been taking initiatives by offering wellness-related workshops and also counseling services to help students cooperate with it. But the demand is always really high, and the resources can never really filling all the demands. And there's also statistics showing around 30% of students who's having the crisis choose not to report to the college. So it brings me to the question, how can we raise the awareness in college students for like a healthy mind? So my solution is Island. It's designed to be a visual novel game, PC and mobile based. The reason I choose this media as a game to deliver this design is because the current popularity of teenagers and young adults to play games. And before I dive into the design of the game, I want to briefly introduce the idea of mindfulness and self-care. Self-care used to be a type of practice which is recommended to caretakers, so both professional and non-professionals, but now it's more widely refers to the practice of taking care of yourself. So either physical activities or non-physical activities, both counted as self-care. On the other hand, mindfulness is a more philosophical idea. It's about living in the present moment while being aware of one's personal thoughts, feelings, as well as the surrounding in a non-judgmental way. So mindfulness activities like yoga and meditation are often considered a type of self-care. So in brief, mindfulness is more related to one's inner connection, and it's often considered as a psychological type of self-care. So the design series and foundation based on the cognitive training therapy, and I hope to incorporate mindfulness and self-care practices and design them into a game-based learning environment. And hopefully by playing these games, the students can release their stress and become more aware of taking care of themselves. So there are two major components of my game. The first half is the narrative part. The second is the mini games, which I will introduce later. So Island is designed to be a first-person visual novel game. The reason I picked this genre is because it's designed for both gamers and non-gamers, and it's less stressful and less performance-related, and it's safe to explore. And also it has a non-linear storyline, so you can choose different branches to make changes to the story. So it allows the key concept to be delivered in a more natural way. There's also a more important design aspect I implemented into the narrative part, which is the pedagogical agents. So I designed these characters to offer guided learning, make tension to the story, and also provide a more natural flow of delivering the content. I also designed emotional feedbacks, so based on what you choose, the character will respond with different facial expression to foster a more real-life companionship. So the mini games are also important elements for my design. They are gamified self-care practice designed based on existing self-care practices activities. So this example is the current prototype I made. It's the first one. It's designed based on a guided meditation to help students to practice. Actually, instead of just reading or following the storyline, they're able to practice mindfulness and self-care activities by playing this game. And other examples like a diary, mindful coloring, guided drawing, and also other non-physical self-care related activity can be implemented into the game. So my name is Sarita Liu. If you're interested in playing my prototype or just enjoy some mini self-care activities, come to booth number 1 to see me. I want to give a special thanks to everyone in the ECT program. Hope everyone have a bright future and be mindful. Thank you.